Hello Taurus, I am Ulrich, I'm a Lenormand card reader, and today we will do the Lenormand card reading for the sign of Taurus for the month of December. But before we start, I will want to wish you happy holidays. I hope you stay in very good health, all of you. And of course, I wish also you have financial prosperity. Coming back to the card reading, as always, we will do 4 card readings for the sign of Taurus for the month of December. And these are based on the natural elements in your astrological chart, or for some of you, on your time of birth. These basic elements are air, earth, water, and fire. Now, the 4 objects that you always see on my table are directly connected to those elements. So you choose or you pick one that you think relates most to your personality, or you choose one you feel most comfortable with. This object of your choice, it should or it will relate the best to your current situation. However, if the object and the related video does not match your first choice, please check the other videos that are immediately connected in the same session. I'm sure one of the 4 will fit you. Anyway, the matches represent the fire element, the stone represents the earth element, the aerosol sprayer represents the air element, and the shell represents the water element. Also, I want to add, if you have questions, you can always post them in the comments below. And of course, as soon as I have time, I will reply. Anyway, Taurus, here we go for your short triplet 3-card reading for December. Hello Taurus, and welcome to the shell or the water group for your short triplet card reading. As you can see, I have a 9-card reading here, but we will read one line out of it because I want to make a short card reading here. But of course, we will need to introduce the card reading for Taurus for the shell group. The first card that we see here on your person is the Cid. The Cid is a card that means on our person, we should now for the moment act swiftly. Maybe we need to make some cuts, literally. We need to cut through. We need to break through something here. Sometimes also this points radical changes in our life that we are facing here. It's possible also that we face certain breaks in our life. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible also that certain things in our life are falling apart, and also certain things could be delayed, especially with the mice there. Like there's a shortcut, there's a cut, and there's a delay following on, because sometimes we need to reflect over things here. In some cases also this points to a liberation, some things that we are set free from. The central card is also upon your person. This is the birds here. It means the birds means that we should reach out. We should ask questions. Probably after this break, we will ask some questions around us here. Anyway, communication here is also the key. We need to communicate around us. Probably also we are a little bit nervous about certain things in our life here. If there was a certain cutoff in our life, probably also we need to cool down, because sometimes the Cid is a very active card, and maybe we need to cool down if we overreacted in certain things in our life. We need to look around us, and maybe we need to check out how far that this cutback really needs to go. This is what we are seeing here. Sometimes also this points to that we are undertaking a trip, but this trip could lead to a bigger trip. Maybe this is an informative trip because we see the stork here and we see the tower here, and this points maybe that we have plans for making a longer trip. But I will now come to the third line, which I have chosen for you. The third line is about, here we see the fish and the bear. This is about our business, also about our money situation here. If we have certain business in our life here, we see that our business is working well. There's a lot of potential here in the business. Also, there will be some changes. The bear is a big animal. The fish are multiplying. So here we see 2 times double, especially for business and money. This is a very good combination. There is more coming in here with this combination. Anyway, if there are certain resources that are available to us, we should use these resources that are at our disposal here. Anyway, we should also use our brain here especially, and also the way we talk is important. So we think, we talk, and then we will see results. But anyway, we should use our brain here. This is what we are seeing here. Sometimes also we cannot be too conservative with this combination here, because we need to ready to adjust ourselves here. This is what we are seeing here. If we do certain investments, for instance, if we are in the bank sector or in something stable or real estate or something like that, here we see that maybe sometimes we need to be flexible and adjust our business if there are adjustment needs here. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, there is financial improvement here if you want it or not. This points also entrepreneurs, financial business here, a lot of money that we are seeing here with this combination. You could have a very strong influence in your specific sector, or you could be in charge here. This is what we are seeing here, especially with the tower there here. We take charge of our financial affairs here. It's possible also that certain people in your environment help you to work out financial issues. This is the top. If you work for a business, this is the top of the business. This is the CEO. If you have an independent business, this could represent you, and then you are already in a more advanced phase of your life here. Anyway, it's possible also that we need to, or we are in a phase of our life that we need to put pressure on others for certain reason if we want to come in a higher position. Maybe this is what we want, and we want to put pressure on certain people around us for getting in a better position. Sometimes this is needed. We need to do this. If this is your wish, this is a good reading for that. Then we have the bear and the stork here. On the financial front, there are major changes, but these changes are positive. There will be certain shake-ups here in your organization. If this is your own business, you will need to reorganize some things in your business. It doesn't mean that the business is going bad, but sometimes with the sit there, especially, we will need to cut some things off, and it will lead to certain losses. But sometimes when we cut off certain things, if you are a businessman, you understand it, you get a return because these things might not be profitable. So you let them go. This is what we are seeing here. And here we are advised to embrace change, especially on the business front here. We need to keep an open mind. We cannot be closed-minded. We cannot be conservative. We cannot stay in the same area doing the same things. We need to apply changes here. In another way, if we are working for a company, it's possible that the leadership, this is the CEO, the big boss of the company, or the big bosses, the board, here we can see here that it's possible here that certain things that they implement changes in the business. There's like a restructuring here of the business. It doesn't necessarily negative for you, but you will need to make also some adjustments in your part. Here, this is what we are seeing here. Also, sometimes this points that maybe we do some changes. Maybe we need to go more out with the birds. We communicate more here. Maybe we need to go more out, or we are meeting more people here. And it's like here, we need to dress up for this event. It's like we polish our style. Maybe we've been always in the same conditions, the same suits, the same shoes, but here we see we adjust our style. Here, this is what, maybe this is demanded, that there are some certain changes in the way we dress here, or it comes with the job changes. This is what we are seeing here. But anyway, it's a positive change here because there will be a breakthrough here. Sometimes this points also to an alpha type of person, a person who wants to be in charge, who has leadership abilities. This is what we are seeing here. Also, if there is change of authority, you will be obligated to accept these changes of authority, especially with the bear. There could be some kind of a pressure on you or dominance on you. So we have no choice here with this combination here. Anyway, it could be, especially with the tower, that this person returns. Maybe he was your boss before, maybe he was your teacher before, and he returns. So I'm assuming here that you're already acquainted with this person. But also for yourself, it gives you chances because you're already acquainted. But maybe he has a different perspective as the boss before, or as you're responsible before. And then we have, we're gonna mirror the cards. We're gonna mirror the fish and the stork towards each other. Here we see that there are important events happening in the financial sector, in the place that we are doing here. If we are trading with business, stock market, money exchange, whatever we are in, there are important changes here in the market that we are active. But anyway, we are optimistic here. We are excited here about the financial prospects here. This is what we are seeing here. There could be major changes here also in the business or the way we do business. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. The stork is a big bird. The bear is a big animal. This is money and this is changes. So there are big changes. Exponential growth here is possible, but you will need to adjust your point of view. It's like it's more here on a world scale. Maybe you come in a different position. You need to operate in a bigger perspective here. This is what we are seeing here. But with the mice there, some things will be let go here. It's like here, there's a natural cycle of business and we know we need to let it go. This is what we are seeing here. Here, this points also, if we make certain investments, we will have returns. The bear, he likes to have enough. The bear is an animal that makes a winter sleep. So he sees he has enough and he makes sure if there would be changes, he has security. The bear is about security. He's safe, he's sure. It's insurance also. He secure himself if there would be changes. So sometimes this points to more secure investments or you are smart. But anyway, as we saw, you will need to use your witness here with this combination. Anyway, it's possible that we are confronted with changes in our work field and it will have triggered a change in you and you will see things in a different way. Maybe it's the next change or there are many changes, but this change actually, it does something to you. It means something to you. This is what we are seeing here. I could explain more, but if you want to see the whole reading, you just check the 9-card portrait here because there are some changes here on other fronts in our life. We need to let go here of certain things in our career here. This is what I'm seeing here. But since I have decided only to do a short card reading, I only have few time. Anyway, if you want to see more specific financial card readings on your personal front, it's a philosophical approach. You check those card readings and you can find them also on my channel. Also, we do specific love card readings. These are also short and you can find them there in the same place. Anyway, I want to thank you for your time and I'm sure we see each other in my other videos. Thank you, Taurus, for your time. Hello, Taurus, and welcome to the Aerosol or the Air Group for your triplet card reading. But as you can see, we have the 9-card portrait here. This is your monthly 9-card reading that I do for you each month. And what I do, I will extract one line out of it and give you more information about that line. But of course, I need to introduce the card reading. And this is the card on your person. The stars is on your person. So this is a very positive card. This is a yes card here that we have on our person here. Mostly with this card on our person, we are considered. We are kind to others. If we are not, we should be here. This is what the cards are advising us. Mostly, we are also in alignment with others, also in alignment with the things that we want to achieve here. We are tapping in our desires here. Probably we want more stability. We want a long-term career because we have the lily there. Also, it's important for us here. This is what we are seeing here. Mostly also, this card brings wish fulfillment. If we are wished for certain things, these wishes will come true. Anyway, we could remain quiet even in difficult circumstances here. This is what we are seeing here. If there are difficulties, it's advised here to stay kind and generous to others. Then in the central card, you have the anchor here. The anchor is a positive card also. It suggests that we will have success here in our life here. But there's also a but on this card is if we want to change jobs, move house, this card tells us not to. It tells us to stay put and it's not the right time for doing those things here. If there are certain relationships here in our life, we want to move on from also, this says that we better stay in now for the time being here with this combination. But there could be some positive changes here coming to you. Now we have chosen the middle line. We have the snake the anchor and the letter. The snake is a very focused card. Here, this is what we are seeing here. With the snake and the anchor, maybe we are thinking about giving up a certain project here, but maybe we should consider it because we have the stars there, and the stars is a very positive card here. Maybe you should apply your creativity and look at the project from another angle, because these are very stable cards and maybe you didn't look at it from the right angle. So just double check if you cannot blow life into this project again. Just double check here with this combination here. In relationship, I want to mention this immediately. The snake is not a very wanted card. Mostly it points that one of both partners is involved with somebody else. It points in general to triangle relationships. This is what I want to say here. This is with the snake, it's mostly like that. This is not a love card reading. If you want to see your love card reading, you just check the love card reading on my channel for the air group. On another way, this points that if you want to, you can have a very strong focus on your work. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. We could really get more stability and probably also more money, because the letter is a document. So if you are involved somehow with valuable documents, you should reconsider this project. Maybe there is something that you overlooked, because the snake tells us to focus, to look in depth. This is important here with this combination. Anyway, if we have certain principles with the anchor, we should stick to our principles. Even if they are old-fashioned, we just stick to and we go for it. This is what we are seeing here. You need to focus here, no matter what others says here. If you have a certain goal, projected in your mind, you should keep to it, and you should stick with the path till things are clear for you. This is what we are seeing here. But normally it's not a problem to do so, because the snake can be very concentrated here with this with this combination. If you need to turn things or maneuver in a certain position, because the snake is a very flexible card, possibly this is possible. Maybe you need to change the field. You need to make some adjustments, but the snake is very flexible. She can go around in many ways, and sometimes here we need to be very flexible. So this is probably what you need to apply here. This is what we are seeing with this combination. Sometimes also with the snake, we need to be careful for competition, because it means if we are focused on something, it means in general that we have competition. This is what we are seeing here. We need to stay alert here, but there's a strong desire here for business. Sometimes also this combination points that we work in the family business here, but of course it will not apply to everyone. Anyway, here we see also you could be tempted to stay as you are. Sometimes Taurus is a sign that likes to stay as it is. It likes to keep the condition as they are. But here we see we need to imply changes. If we don't, it could have a negative effect on us. So you need to think wisely here for making some changes. You have all the ingredients here for making the dish. So you just need to put the pot on the fire and start cooking. This is a way for explaining here, but maybe you need to change the formula. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, there's a strong focus here also on gaining knowledge, getting more information. Maybe you're very strongly focused on some valuable documents. This is what we are seeing here. Also, the snake is a very sexual card or sensual card. There could be a lot of focus here on the sensuality here. Taurus is a very sensual sign. It likes to touch things and likes to possess things, earthly things here. This is what we are seeing here. But it points to that we, in general, this combination, it points that we like to touch things around us. Then we have the anchor and the letter on itself here. Here we see, if we focus, that this thing will come to success. For instance, if you're in a study and you were tempted to give up because you think you would not pass, here we see if we push through, we pass. This is what we are seeing here. This is a temporary negativity here that we are seeing here. for instance, if we have exams, and these are verbal exams, not written exams, then we could apply certain things and we could pass. But we need to be kind and we need to be smart. This is what we are seeing here. The same applies if you're in your job here. We need to apply in kindness, smartness, and then we can pass the test here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. In the job, if you are already in a work, this is then the other combinations that are possible here. It's possible that a lot of documents are passing our office here. It's possible also that we receive some official documents from the government here. Maybe we need to put some things together like degrees and certifications. Maybe we apply for something here. This is what we are seeing here. It's like we put everything together here for certain reasons, and maybe we forward it to a certain institution with the idea for a career change. But for now, you need to stay put. The career change will come later. Anyway, there's a lot of focus here on the whole thing. This is what we are seeing here, but it points to office work, putting papers together, making plans here. This is what we are seeing here. We keep also sometimes a journal that we have an overview over the things here with this combination. Maybe we are focusing, should we not stay status quo? But here it's best to move. Here, the snake likes to move when it's the right time. Don't stay put, move when it's the right time. Then we have the snake and the letter. The snake and the letter here, it points sometimes that some news we mirror the cards here, mirror. The news that we are coming here, the first time we wrote a document or we send an email and we get a reply, but the news that we are receiving might not be reliable. It might be news that is not correct or false news. This is what we are seeing here. Or sometimes it points that it's not the answer that we hoped for and we need to adjust. Here, this is what we are seeing here. Anyway, in any kind of information with the snake, you need to double, triple check it. Triple check if the source is original, if the documents are original that you are receiving here, because there could be some untruths, lies involved here that we are receiving. So double check here. If you receive even confidential news, check if it's true. Check if it's really to the bottom. You need to check it out here, what you are receiving here, if it's true, if this is reliable information that is coming to you here. This is what we are seeing here. But sometimes it could be bad news also, but in general, it's unreliable what we are seeing here, or misleading, or they put you up for something. Here, this is what we are seeing here, that there's a kind of aim here. If you receive this news, maybe the people who send you this news have a certain aim. Could be news from competitors. This is what we are seeing here. But if we look in depth in it, we might be able to see what is going on here. This is what we are seeing here. In another way, this points also that if we apply for something and our opinion is asked, that we make certain demands. This is what we are seeing here. But you need to keep quiet now for the demands till it's the right time. At the right time, maybe your opinion is asked, and then you can come out with it for making demands. In many cases, the letter is an important document. It's not an email, but it's an important document related to something that we can transform in money. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, it also means, if you are invited there, that in a way you will turn the conversation in your way till you make sure that every topic is touched, till everything is said. This is what we are seeing here also. Anyway, this is all for this triplet here that I'm doing here. If you want to see the whole card reading, you can check it on my website, and there on the channel, and there you can see the whole reading, everything in a spec here, because there are some big changes here, career-like, that are coming up here, but I decided only to do one line. If you want to see the whole reading, just check the channel. If you are interested in specific love card readings, we do those also, because as we saw with the snake there's something going on also there in the love life. Something that is not correct there. Anyway, thank you for your time, Taurus, and I'm sure we see each other in my other videos. Thank you, and bye-bye for now. Hello, Taurus, and welcome to the Stone or the Earth group for your short triplet card reading. As you can see, I have 9 cards here. This is your monthly 9-card portrait. Excuse me. And what I will do is I will extract a part out of it. I will extract the second line out of it, the second horizontal line. But of course, I need to introduce the card reading. On your person for now, for this month, you have the garden on your person. So it means that you probably gonna meet some people in public. This is an important meeting that we are about to face this month, or we are a lot in public. We are a lot in the center of attention this month. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. This could be regarding to business, regarding to that we are involved in business also with the fish here, especially. Here, this is what we are seeing here, but in general here, this combination is a successful formula here. We follow what our mind tells us, and there's a very strong focus on our mind, especially for business, for our career here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. The fish on the central card, the fish represents multiplication. We get more of it. This is actually abundance here that we are seeing here. If we are in business, we could be very creative in what we are doing here. Maybe we learned some things before, or we literally apply what we have learned, because the moon is a reflection of what we learned. It's actually in our mind. We learned it, we apply it, and we earn from it. There could be a very strong focus on what we are doing here. We are also lucky with money. There's a very strong focus on money. There's a focus on business ventures, and also there's a lot of opportunities here coming, especially with the crossroads there. Anyway, we need to adjust here. We will need to adjust on more if that is a problem here. But here we see that we need to adjust to more. More will come to us, and we need to adjust in some way. This is what we are seeing here, and also we will get more financial independence. This is what we are seeing here. Probably we are very focused on what we are doing here. This is what we are seeing here, and financial independence is one of our targets or our goals, because the snake can be very focused. Once she made up her mind, she can go in any direction for getting what she wants. The snake is a very focused card. Once she sees her prey, she keeps the focus on that. And here, this is about business, about improving our life here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, also we are open here for business suggestions. We are open for everybody here for seeing here what we are doing here. Anyway, we cannot stay passive here with this combination. We need to act, because the anchor sometimes we will stay put. And Taurus is a sign that if it's okay, sometimes it stays. It stays. Everything is okay, we just keep it as it is. But here, this tells you the opposite. It tells you to move, and if you move, you will improve. But you need to focus here with this combination. This is what we are seeing here. You need to apply discipline on your finances and on moving forward. This is what we are seeing here. If we want to stay put, it could be negative for us, but if we move forward, it will have a positive effect here. This is what we are seeing, especially on your financial side, on your stability side. The anchor is stable, but here we are able to get more. Here we are able to receive and get more, and we should accept here. We have a lot of growth possibilities here, not only on the financial front, but also we have also, it's like here we have our mind here, and it's like our mind is expanding, our mind is growing. We grow more into our job. We understand how the wheels are turning. We have a deeper view. We get insights in the deeper view, and because we have the deeper views, we move forward. It's what we have learned here that we apply. It could be a little bit new for us, but you need to apply what you have learned here. This is what we are seeing here. Then we are gonna actually do the reading. We have the anchor, the fish, and the snake. The anchor and the fish here, here we see that the financial independence is coming to us. If we want or not, it's coming to us. We can put build very strong, solid foundation because the anchor is very solid. Here, this is what we are seeing here, and Taurus already has his feet on the ground, and we are in the stone group. So we have 3 confirmations here that you can pursue your targets here and become more stable. You will find more stability also in material things here, and as we know, Taurus, he likes to have material things. He likes to have luxurious things around him. He likes to have a pleasant life because it's ruled by Venus, and Venus likes to have a pleasant life here. Here, literally, this can literally point that we find money where others cannot find it, but we focus on areas that maybe others cannot see, because the snake, she has very penetrative eyes. So she sees sometimes for business things that other people don't see. It's like you have a kind of X-ray here or a night vision, and you look and you see it what others don't see. This is what, and here we wait till we strike, till the right time, and then we have the return. This is what we are seeing here. There is prosperity here, what we are seeing here. Sometimes we need to be careful also with this combination for our passwords. So see that your passwords on your laptop are secure here, that nobody has access to your laptop, or they don't know your passwords here with this combination. Anyway, here we see also that the anchor is solid. This is business. We get our feet on the ground in business. In the way, in the world that we are functioning, we get our feet literally on the ground here. It's possible here that our life is very centered around business. There is a very strong focus here at this time on money, business, public life, doing what we want to pursue, being creative. The moon is a very creative card, and we can be creative in many facets of life. Some people focus on money, and money is also a focus. If this is your creative field, it's very good here for money. Whatever you want to do here, you can achieve it here. The life is centered around business, possessions. Here, this is what we are seeing with this combination. And if there are new things coming on our way, you should balance them. If you cannot use those things that you learned, and they might be a little bit new for you, but you should apply them in your life. Sometimes we need to rethink the situation, and we need to have an open mind. We need to keep an open mind here, especially for business. And if we do keep the open mind, if we leave the conservatives' ideas a little bit in the background, it doesn't mean you need to forget them, but if you apply new ideas, it's more easy to move forward. This is what I'm saying here. Anyway, you will if you receive all these things, you will, of course, hold on tight here, because a lot is coming to you here with this combination. Then we have the fish and the snake. Here we see here that there is a very strong desire for moving forward here. This is what we are seeing here. We want to move forward in the world. We meet a lot of people. We see confirmation here from the cards. Sometimes also, because this is a very strong, attractive combination, especially with the moon. The moon attracts. We have the ebb and the flood. The moon has a very strong influence on us. As you know, it attracts the tide, so it can change the tide. So here we literally attract the money to us. This is what we are seeing here. It don't only attract men. It not only attract money, but it also attract. If you're a woman, it will attract man. If you're a man, it will attract woman. It attracts other people to you. Not only on the relationship field, but if you want, if for instance, if you have no relationship, here we see here there's a very strong attraction for people. People want to be in your neighborhood, and they feel sexually attracted here to you. The snake gives a certain attraction here, especially with the moon. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, there's financial prosperity here. This is what we are seeing here. We need to be careful, as I said, with rivals, with competition. We need to see that we work it out very well here, because the snake means also that it's not all roses here on your path. You need to double check it, because there are some people here who want the same as you want, so you will need to focus if you want to move forward, because this points that you have enemies, competitors, people who want the same as you. You will need to be tricky, slippery here in the business here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. If you are not smart, it could cost you, but you need to be smart here with the rivals. This is what we are seeing here. I want to mention also, and this is all I'm going to say over the relationship with the snake in relationship. If you are married or you are in a monogam relationship with one partner, it means that one of the both partners has a relationship out of the marriage or out of your relationship. So here we see that there is something going on out of the relationship with one of both partners. The snake always points to third parties. Anyway, but then for that one, you need to specifically check the love card reading. Anyway, here we see we have a strong desire here for moving forward. As we said here, we are very intelligent here with this combination for money, but be careful with your competition. Be careful with your password. See that they don't have access to your information, to your passwords. Keep your things secure and don't let anybody near your private stuff related to your work, so you don't get problems that you don't want. Anyway, this is all we're gonna mirror the card, sorry. We're gonna mirror the anchor and the snake. I forgot to mirror them. We're gonna mirror the anchor and the snake here. Here we see that we are tempted here to give up a project, but we should not. We should not give up the project here because there's a lot of money coming in here. We need to hold on to it and we need to set through with it. Even if you have competition, if you set through and you do it in the wise, smart way, the next step will automatically come. You need to keep focus and perspective here. It's very, very important here that you don't give up. You need to keep your focus here with this card, as I said earlier here with this combination. It's possible also that you want to gain more information, and it's not a bad idea to gain as much information as possible. The snake tells us to move when it's the right time. When she sits there in the grass, she waits till the right time, she observes everything, and she learns, and then when she has all the information, she strikes. And that's exactly what we see here that you should do. You should do that and you should apply that. Don't talk, act when it's the right moment. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, Taurus, for the stone group, this is all. This is a very positive reading here that we are seeing here. If you want a whole card reading for the stone group, just check on my channel. You can see the whole card reading there. If you are interested in your relationship, you can check the relationship card readings or the love card readings. We do also short philosophical card readings, personal. This is more on your person then. And you can check those all on my channel here. Anyway, I want to thank you for your time, Taurus, and I'm sure we see each other in my other videos. Thank you and bye-bye for now. Hello, Taurus, and welcome to the matches or the fire group for your short triplet card reading. But as you can see, I have the 9-card portrait here. This is your monthly portrait I do here, and I extract one line out of it. Of course, we will need to introduce the card reading. As the first card here, we see on your person the letter that we are seeing here, and it suggests probably that we have important communication to come, because the letter is an important document. It's not like an email, it's more substantial. Sometimes it represents money, it represents important news, sometimes news that we can transform in money. This is what we are seeing. It's an important document here. It overrules the email or anything that is more mundane or simple letters. It has a value here. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible also with this combination that we are planning to send out applications. So it's important. We make certain official requests. We ask important questions that we are seeing here. We expect serious answers, especially with the book here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. It's possible that we have aspirations, hopes. We are longing for some changes here in our life. And that's why we ask questions around us here, foreseeing if this could not bring us here. The ship, as the middle card here, it points to travel. So probably you're thinking about something for traveling, for moving, for making some changes. Maybe you're also inquiring about visas. news is coming to you about visas, you're planning visas. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, the ship points us to pursue certain dreams, even if they are not easy. We will need to persist here, especially with the whip here. We should move forward, even if they're moving forward, because you have a lot of moving cards here, a lot of new things here, but it will not be easy for moving forward. Sometimes it points with the whip that we need to put a lot of efforts here. But anyway, we need to set certain goals in our life, go for it, don't procrast. With the whip here, we can put the energy in it, but it will not be easy. It will not come on a golden platter here. We need to go for it here for our success. If we go for it here, we will have success, but we will need to go for it. Then we're gonna actually go for the first line here, as I promised here. We do one line, the letter and the rider here. It points here that a news, or that you probably were expecting, is coming to you. It's possible that this is personal news, or it's actually delivered to you by a person in personal on your door here. It's not like a mailman, but it's actually like the news is received, that you receive the news in person. Maybe you need to sign for it, because as I said, it could be an important document here that we are seeing here. This letter that you are receiving, or this document, will have important consequences. It could lead to next steps, to moving, that you start thinking and that you start to take action here. This news will have consequences, what you are about to receive here. These are important documents. It could come unexpected, but suddenly it's there. Maybe you have been waiting for it for a long time. It didn't come, but now suddenly it's there on your doorstep and you need to make decisions here. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, it's possible also that if you receive this information, that you think first and you want more before you act. You want to have more information, or you inquire deeper, especially with the book there. It means that we go deeper in the matter. We want additional information before we act. This is what we are seeing here. But in general here, it leads to a lot of changes here. We are open for the changes with this information. Then we have the rider and the snake on itself. Here, the snake is a very diplomatic card. It's a smart card. It's a diplomatic card. It's a card that tells us we can act if we have our act together. If we have all the information that is necessary and we are about to travel, we are undergoing some changes, or we are focused on a change, or we are longing for a change here. But here it says, the snake says, we can only move when we have all the information here. We need to act with tact. We need to also, the snake tells us to be quiet. Don't share this news with certain people, even if you are planning to travel. No need to share, keep it to yourself. It's best here that we keep it to ourselves here. Some part of the news might not be what you expected, or maybe disappointing. This is what we are seeing here. And we should keep everything to ourselves. Even if it's hard, you have hard feelings, it hurt your feelings, or it has to do with your feelings, or it touches you personally. Don't be disappointed here. Focus here with this combination. It's possible also sometimes with the snake and this document that the news is not 100% honest. So we need to investigate, check deeper if all the facts are correct here. This is what we are seeing here. If we want to go on a certain target and we want to focus here, and we will, the snake sometimes point if you make out a plan, because in general, here we make a plan before we act, especially if you are planning to move somewhere or go somewhere for business. Here we see that it's possible we worked out a plan, and as we go, we need to adjust our course, because the snake is very flexible, and you will have the right ingredients, but here you need to see, we make detours, we move around for getting. You have a very energetic card here. Here you have the document for travel. Here you move, and here you see we have a focus, but the snake is flexible. So you will need to adjust your target. You can keep your focus, but the way to get there could be in a roundabout way. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, just check out if the information that before you act is correct. Don't act on false information here. Make sure that everything is correct here that you are receiving, and especially don't share, keep it for yourself, whatever the news is that you are receiving here. Possible also some information can come to you here from rivals. The snake points rivalry, competitors, this is what we see here. So if you are in business, it's possible also with the ship that you are involved in business, it's possible here that that here we need to be tactful, diplomatic here regarding our competitors. I want to add here, I'm not doing a relationship reading here or a love reading, but I want to mention here for this group with the snake in general points. If you are not in a relationship, it's not a problem here, but it means that we could have several partners, or we are focused on a specific area. Maybe you are specifically focused on the physical area in the relationship. But if you are in a relationship, one-on-one or monogam or a marriage here, the snake points that something is happening out of the marriage. Here, one of both partners here has an affair or has a triangle out of the marriage here. This is what we are seeing, but this is all I'm going to say here. If you want a love card reading, just check the love card reading. Anyway, here we, with this combination here, we try to make something happen here. We try to create something here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Then we're going to mirror the cards. We're going to mirror the letter and the snake towards each other. Here we see that some unsettling news might come to us, or news that we need to keep to ourselves discreetly. We always get confirmation here. It's possible, as I said here, you need to double check the news, because if you have competitors, it's possible that the news is indirectly, in a roundabout way, comes from your competitors, and they try to set something up for you, like they make a trap, or they want you to believe that this is the news. Especially if it's for business here, you need to be very careful, double check and go deeper in the matter here. Go deeper in the matter here, because we have the clouds here. It means that we need to focus on the news that we are receiving. This is the investigation, the deeper investigation. We investigate, we go to the library, we double check, we go in our background that we have, we seclude ourselves here for the information that we are receiving, and we study it, we go deeper into it. And that's exactly what you need to do here. You should here be very confidential about this news and study here what is happening here. You must handle this information with discretion. It could be important news that we better keep to ourselves here. It could also news that you are receiving in a roundabout way from somebody who tries to betray you. This could be on business and on relationship field. Anyway, here we see that this is the kind of information that you are receiving here. If you are in certain business actions, it's possible when it's the right time, you make certain demands. You put out what you want, but you need to do this when it's the right time. You can act, and when there is communication, and this communication will be deep with the book and with the letter, you can forward what you want, but you need to do it at a certain time and with a specific aim. You need to know exactly what you want, and you need to focus on it. Sometimes also this points, if we are applying for a certain job, that we need to forward documents, degrees. As I said, it's an important document, and we need to forward it, because maybe these people have trust issues and they don't believe what you're saying. So maybe you have a lot of degrees, or maybe you have studied very well, and these people might not trust, or they have some experience in the past year, and you need to forward your degrees or documents or whatever here they ask for it here with this combination. It's possible also if you see that you are in negotiation for a certain job or for a certain business, and you see that the people that you are talking to, they go in a roundabout way, that you go in the other way, and you keep coming back to the topic till it's touched, till you're sure. We know Taurus can be very persistent, and here we see that if you want to have specific information and you negotiate about something, because this is the card of negotiation, you need to keep your focus, because it's possible that they try to go around it, especially on the money front. So here you will need to keep your focus, and you will. You will keep your focus, but it's possible they go around the topic and you come in the other side. The more they run, the more you come back. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, Taurus, for the fire group, if you want the whole reading, you just check my channel. There you find the whole reading. If you want the love card reading or the relationship reading, you can find those also on my channel. And we do also personal philosophical short card readings. This is with another deck, and you can find that all on my channel. Anyway, Taurus, I want to thank you for your time, and you can find everything on my channel. And I want you to thank you for the time that you spent here. Thank you, and bye-bye for now.